Hello, guys. It's William here, and today we are going to be talking about what if in Black Clover Asta had light powers. Now, I know this is a stretch, and it's really pushing the boundaries because the whole point of Asta is him coming from the underdog and becoming the, getting stronger, proving himself to his people, making people recognize the fact that he's in fact strong. So, this could change his whole character, in my opinion. It won't make Asta cocky, and I think Asta will still work hard to be the Wizard King. So, I don't think I'll change anything about him. But the whole rivalry between him and Yuno will be kind of different. Okay? And for the fact that Yuno no longer it says stuff like you have no chance, but he already recognized Asta. He did, but he never showed it. I think in this timeline, would show it, or be a lot more willing to show it. But to be honest, there would still be a little more superior because I doubt light magic's just get it, you know how to use it. I'm sure it's hard to use, a lot harder than wind. So I'd say by the time Asta's about to head off to get his grimoire, he'd be okay using light magic. Like, he might be able to use a little light beam or something like that. But as far as him being able to use all the other light stuff, no, he's not going to be able to do that. So, Asta's off to get his grimoire. Now, let me throw up something. I think Asta will still not get a grimoire here. And the reason I'm doing this is to still have that little experience with the chain user. And when Asta doesn't get a grimoire, his face is full of just confusion and sorrow. And the main guy hands out the you know he just doesn't get one. And he's sitting there looking all sad and gets a 4-leaf clover one. And this is just crazy to him because he didn't even get one. So here he is without one, and gets a 4-leaf clover one. And I think the nobles would still be jealous of and wouldn't even bat an eye at Asta because they'd probably laugh at him. I mean, here's a kid who supposedly was going to be strong, so he had light powers, and he didn't even get he didn't even get one. So like, it's pointless. So I suggest that with the whole chain user thing, it would go kind of the same, except for Asta would use whenever he got his 5-leaf clover, instead of him like freaking pulling out a sword. I think he'd still pull out a sword, but he pulls out a light sword and blast the chain user away. I think that would make a lot more sense here, and all the stuff still happens with the chain user getting rid of the nobles, saying he's gonna still freaking. Oh, why am I brain farting about this, guys? Tell me in the comments. God, I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comments. Oh my God, why am I brain farting here? I literally said it like 2 seconds ago in the. Mm. Mm. Okay, I just found it. I'm looking it up right now, boys. What? I'm looking it up right now, boys. the Clover. I don't know what. Grimoire. Oh my God. I was brain so I'm so sorry. He tries to take his grimoire, and then all he's basically like, oh, it's for art. I know a black market builder, freaking person will buy this for a lot of stuff. So he then goes and steals Yuno's thing. Like he's got Yuno's grimoire. And Yuno's just sitting there. He obviously tried to fight back. And then that's when Asta jumps in and saves him, uses his light swords, as we said. And his grimoire still comes and all that. But I would like to suggest something. I said instead of a 5-leaf, he has a 4-leaf. Because here there ain't going to be no demon in the grimoire. I mean, there just ain't. He just has light powers in this. These used to be the previous Wizard Kings, or people believe he has light powers, because, as you know, the Wizard King actually used to have sword powers. But they're always bright yellow, so I'm suggesting people thinks he has light powers, but it isn't actually light powers. It's like light sword powers, basically the same thing. So he has this grimoire, and then also just obliterates him, gives his grimoire back, and then the whole thing with and him still happens, with them both declaring they're going to be Wizard King and all that. And then we're going to skip to when meets I can't remember his name. He's redheaded and he teaches them how to use swords. Either way, he finds them naked, getting chased by a boar and all that. Still. But, so, yeah. After he finds him, like, all these, like, just naked and stuff, I suggest in this one, instead of him just freaking out, I feel like he would shoot a light. Something made of light, like a light sword or something made of light. Because that's the only way his powers differs from the original Light King. I don't know if the original King had pure light. I think he had light swords. So I wanted, as I said before, I want to give him light swords, but I feel like that'd be too straightforward. So I want to give him a couple of things. I want to give him light swords, light beams, light orbs, light spears, and something kind of like the solar flare to blind people. So what I think he would do is blind them and then wrap them in light, like a light strand, and like bind them up. And then he would promptly shoot a sword at the boar, killing it. And then they would just have the whole experience where they eat the boar and all that. And then he goes to train with him for a sword. And the reason why is Asta could summon light swords. That guy could summon wind swords, put 2 and 2 together. He could train them how to use swords. There we go. So then the day comes whenever the assassins come and all that, and the same thing, all that still happens, and he leaves. He's going to the capital. Now, he shows up at the capital and gets in with no problems this time because he obviously has a 4-leaf clover grimoire. Ain't no one gonna question him. Okay? No one's gonna say nothing to him. So then he starts going through the exams. He's passing all the flying colors. The battle still goes the same with the freaking where he tries to wrap himself with like the cannon magic. But the only difference here is I suggest also use a giant light sword and just cut it in half. And then just cut it like it's nothing. And yeah, and then after that they go up to the stands, and all the people would raise their hands. Everyone would, except for the Golden Dawn, and that's because he is not a reincarnation of an elf. And everyone in the Golden Dawn is a reincarnation of an elf, so therefore he cannot be in it. I suggest he still goes with the Black Bulls, because he would see Yami and him might already met and talked, and Yami would be like, since you have light and I have darkness, how about you come train under me? And the whole head squeezing thing and all that will happen. And by the way, there would still be one bird at the beginning of the exam that would land on his head, but the bird would be, because, how she's protecting the 5-leaf grimoire, I don't think it'd actually land there. Now, most people say it would. I don't think it will. But back to the subject. He goes with the Black Clover because, Yami met up with him and all that. That all happened, and he just picks Yami because he doesn't even know the Black Bulls are the lowest of the low. Everyone looks at him surprised of why he didn't join the noble one. And he just shrugs it off and goes with the Black Bulls. And that's where I'm going to end this video off. Tell me what I should include in the next video, maybe some changes, and mostly on what light powers Asta should have, because it's really tricky for me, because I don't really know what to give him as far as like what light attacks he should have. So, this is it. Peace. Have a wonderful day, all you beautiful people. And never let anyone get you down. Bye.